All right, let's talk now about US President Donald Trump. He's made headlines after an interview with Politico where he called European leaders weak for failing to end Russia's war in Ukraine.
They talk, but they don't produce. I think they're weak, but I also think that they want to be so politically correct. I think they don't know what to do. They want to be politically correct, and it makes them weak. That's what makes them weak.
And Sky News contributor Kosha Garda joins me. Kosha, this was quite the explosive interview.
Yes, it is classic Trump and something that we've seen, Sharri, from this administration, where they are not shy to question things that have been around. Even things like the European-American alliance has been around for the better part of the last century. And, if you think about it, I would say that he is giving voice to what a lot of people are thinking. If you look at what united America and Europe over the past century, it's demographics, shared heritage, shared values, system of government, and shared leadership in terms of shaping and bending the arc of history. And if you look at just what's happening in a lot of countries there around free speech violations and weakness as it relates to Ukraine, or maybe not doing more to influence that war, or outsourcing security to the U.S., these are all things that he and Vice President Vance have been hitting on here and there in different speeches. And I guess he's doubling down on that message.
Look, in the interview, he also accused Zelensky, Ukraine president, of using the war to avoid elections. I mean, this was extraordinary as well.
It was. It is something that I will say has gotten a little bit of sort of airplay in U.S. media and on the ground with the electorate, and it seems to just sort of pop up now and then around this idea that Zelensky himself as a person is not the most sympathetic figure to Trump. There's that infamous, I should say, meeting in the White House, of course, that happened, and also Trump's base, where they, even if they are sympathetic to Ukrainian sovereignty, they don't want all this killing that's happening. It's not like they particularly love Russia or Putin. He's certainly been in the crosshairs of Trump at different times. So he's been sympathetic. He's also been angry and kind of upset with him at different times. We've seen that yo-yo going on. But they don't really love Zelensky, a lot of them, and certainly Trump did. And so I think he basically was raising that issue that because of martial law, since they're in the middle of a war, their constitution allows that there is no election to be called, and otherwise there would have been an election in May 2024. And he's, pointing that out. Maybe it's part of the negotiations table where he likes to sort of poke the weaknesses and then find the leverage on both sides. But he's pointing that out for sure.
Oh, perhaps. Then just finally, Kamala Harris says she's a historic figure. It seems she doesn't know that she actually lost the election. Kosha.
Yes, she's pointing to the checkbox thing where she is the first female that ever became vice president of the United States. And like if we're checking boxes of melanin content and lady parts, I think that's what she's pointing to. She's certainly historic in that way. The Senate has had a tradition since the 1800s to commission a bust or a sculpture for vice presidents, or technically the president of the Senate. So she's pointing to that. But yes, in terms of actual consequence, actual ability to win elections, she does not have a great track record, and we all know it.
Yeah, indeed. And she's doing this, obviously, in media interviews. So we're seeing more and more ridiculous comments from her. Kosha Garda, appreciate your time. Thank you so much.